You're listening to the PlantX podcast, the digital face of the plant-based community. Join us as we explore the inner workings of all things plant-based, from the products and lifestyles to the people behind them. Each week, we'll be touching on what's new in the ever-expanding world of PlantX and chat with everyone from entrepreneurs and chefs to nutritionists and scientists. Whether you follow a strict plant-based diet or just want to learn more, you're invited. I welcome our host, the man who combined his love of e-commerce and the plant-based lifestyle to create PlantX, Sean Dollinger.
Hey everyone, welcome to our 16th vodcast. It's been an incredible run. I've had amazing people on our show, and obviously thank you very much to all of our customers, investors, shareholders, and believe it or not, they're really combined. Now we see people not only buying from us, but investing, and vice versa, to taking your time out here on a Saturday to come watch us stream live, and the views keep going up more. And last week, thank you very much for all the thumbs ups that you gave. It really helps with YouTube knowing that there's value in our show. And then if you could please obviously keep, recommending and referring our videos to your friends. And that way people learn about PlantX. Due to your help in just 5 months, we've now have over 1,600 shareholders. It blows me away. So thank you very much for doing that and coming and learning more about what we do. Today on the show, we'll have Drew Munro from Upmeals. I'm really excited for you to meet him. He was one of our first partners at PlantX all the way back, I believe, in April. We'll reconfirm with him when we have him on. I always like starting the show a little bit about what we're all about. So many people, especially when you refer or subscribe to our channel, it might be people's first time learning what PlantX is all about. And at the end of the day, we're your one-stop shop for everything plant-based. So it started with meal delivery, groceries, plant subscription. And what we're noticing is people are coming back as they try the food and they're like, wow, plant-based food is actually good. Let me check out their grocery items. We've seen people go from ordering $50 meal delivery to $300 grocery orders now. And as our ecosystem gets larger and larger with these unbelievable plant-based products, like last week we had plant-based cosmetics. All of a sudden somebody goes, tries the different meals, groceries, and now they're like, let's give it a try. Let's try out the plant-based cosmetics. And because this industry is growing so rapidly, the products that we're going to be able to offer are going to be tremendous. We get 50 plus inquiries a week on new cheeses, meat alternatives, new products, new packaging. And we'll speak to Drew a little bit on the packaging aspect today. And then before we go into Drew, I thought perhaps, because I do start my mornings with coffee every day, and today I'm up in Whistler, and two great places, Kemp Coffee, I believe they carry Parallel Coffee, and I'm a big lover of that, as well as a few other people I know. And then there's actually a plant-based, I didn't know 2 years ago when they opened, a plant-based bakery in Creekside Village that makes the best sourdough bread. And, it's not usual that you get cinnamon buns that are plant-based. So it's just called bread, and, line up out the door today. And I just think that they do a tremendous job. So figured as I travel around, I'd love to share places that I truly love and would love to get your feedback. So again, we're going to bring Drew on in a minute. Just please, Drew's taking time out of his day on this Saturday. We have a whole team behind the scenes here, making sure this all goes seamless and that it's entertaining and everything for you guys. So please send us feedback. Let us know what you would love out of this show. When Drew's on with us, please ask questions, anything of that nature. We want to make sure we're making the most of your time. So on that, Drew, welcome to the show.
Hi, Sean. Thank you for having me.
And great. Thanks. Thanks for stepping in today. And, as you heard a little bit in my intro today, we always love asking, how do you take your coffee?
I'm a purist, Sean. I take it just black, and I start my day every day with a coffee as well. I'm very much a coffee purist.
Awesome. And just like you, I love it black. I just do the decaf. Otherwise, I'll be bouncing around. I'm already bouncing around. So Yeah, Drew. So, this week, and one thing that took some time, like I said, I think it was April, right, that we started?
Yes, it was in April.
Yeah. So, we started with a great core of products, and, we tried getting about 12 going, but this week we went ahead and launched meal plans and ended up tapping into all of your resources. And maybe you could speak a little bit about how many years of experience you guys have. And we just saw sales absolutely explode this week, which proves that people do want meal delivery to their homes across Canada. However, they want variety, they want choice. What do you think?
Absolutely. And this most recent collaboration with the meal plans was great. We had professional chefs from our team, registered holistic nutritionists, all coming together to design these great multi-day packages that PlantX customers can now access and get delivered right to their door with the click of a button. So this was such a great project, and we're happy to see the customers responding so well to it. In terms of my background is as a professional chef. Prior to starting Upmeals, I actually ran a large catering firm for more than 10 years. And we handled these large high-end experiential events for huge organizations like Facebook and Ferrari and Amazon. And what we realized is that it was becoming extremely difficult to feed these large organizations and large groups of people using these traditional services. So what we did is started Upmeals to use great technology and empower awesome organizations like PlantX to provide these custom branded meals that are designed just for their customers.
Yeah, no, and I know you've been super accommodating from the start. We started in one path, and I apologize. My mind always goes all over the place when things make sense and I get excited. And you've been such a great sport with obviously your partner, Ryan, over there with, all of a sudden we're like, hey, we should collaborate with these chefs from the US. And all of a sudden you guys are adapting and you guys have this unbelievable experience that you guys have been through. So it's just been amazing to see how things have come together. And I'm like really blown away by the response this week. You've been saying it all along. Hey, get our meals on there, and that comes from your experience, right? Of everything that you have, and you were 100% right. So I'm really excited. And Nancy, who joined our medical advisory board recently, she's working with your team, and it's just been great. So thank you for that. And because you've been in the meal delivery side of things so long, what have you experienced? Because when we started with you in April, COVID had already hit, right? You have experienced pre-COVID. So what have you experienced in meal deliveries since that time?
Well, one of the things that I think COVID has done that we can all agree on is it's really caused people to examine their lifestyle, and take their health really, really seriously. So looking at how we've seen our trend going up and with people ordering more plant-based meals, I think there's so many studies showing the benefits of a plant-based lifestyle that people now during COVID, and I think post-COVID, as things start to improve, hopefully, they're more inclined to incorporate more plant-based meals and more options into their diet and into their lifestyle.
Cool. Yeah, no, for sure. And then, the whole thing with, the nutritional facts and everything that we're working towards with, we're trying to aim to obviously make this food as healthy as possible with people at home. And I think you've done a great job with that. And, maybe you could share with everybody kind of your experience working with the PlantX team, Amy, our nutritionist, and, Alex on the marketing side, and the collaborations with all the chefs. How has it been for you?
It's been great. And Upmeals and we're both very collaborative companies, and to really create such a meaningful change and such a big, ambitious platform, there has to be collaboration. We have to work together, and we have to use all the resources that we have. So to use our talent with having, Red Seal chefs and registered holistic nutritionists, and then having, some of those resources from the PlantX team and all the marketing and talent that you have. I mean, we all came together with a singular goal, which is to create this wonderful plant-based platform and great products for the customers. And I'm confident that we've achieved that, and we're going to continue to improve that moving forward. It's been just awesome.
And then, I know I met you and we hit it off right away, but then I said to you, it was really important for me to come see your facility. And I know there was a lot of red tape around that. You're like, Sean, it's a specialized facility. You can't just come in with COVID. We had to do a bunch of different things. I think it's important that the viewers and, our customers understand the safety protocols that go into place, because I was blown away when I came to visit all the different things that took place. Because when I put something in my body, one, it's important, what am I putting in? But number two, is it coming from a safe environment?
Absolutely. And safety is one of the most important priorities for us here at Upmeals. And that is also for all of our great partners, including yourself. And we operate what's called a HACCP production facility. And HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. But really what it means, it's the highest level of food safety certification attainable. So when you came there and came to the facility and you saw you had to read a full safety briefing and put on a giant hairnet and a beard net, depending on whether or not you had shaved, and then, have everything sanitized before entering the facility, every single person and every single employee and vendor and guest and visitor has to do all of these things so that we can guarantee that the products prepared there that ultimately end up going out to customers are safe and made in a very safe way. So that's something that was a priority for us from day one, and something that we're happy to be offering yourselves and your customers.
Yeah, no, I think that's huge, because, I've heard companies just starting off like in their home, right? And we didn't want to make, we wanted to bring that standard way up. So we thank you obviously for that. And, I guess before we open the floor to the questions, and this week we really wanted to go ahead and we have some fun. We normally do our giveaway for people who give feedback, people who support the cause and the whole PlantX lifestyle and all of that. Whoever's on the show. So obviously it's you this week. So we'd love to go ahead and give away 5 meals to Asaf Sagi, who's, pretty much ordered every week, has given us feedback, has really, supported PlantX. So thanks. And everybody, please keep asking those questions. We want to make sure you're getting the most out of these shows, and then Drew, the partnership, where do you see it growing? Like one big thing is like packaging that you've been working on. You were so excited at that day that you got these PlantX white meal delivery boxes delivered, to you. And then, you just keep helping us get to the next level on the whole packaging side of things. But where do you see this relationship going over the next little bit?
Well, I think that the future is really bright for this partnership between Upmeals and PlantX. I see us developing really exciting new opportunities, using great technology to allow us to move this vision forward of empowering people to access these convenient, safe, plant-based foods all over Canada and eventually the world, Sean. I think that's the goal, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're looking forward to you being our partner and really getting us to the next level on all those fronts. And, we did have a few questions come in during the show, which is fantastic. And, the first question for you is, do you see us forming more family portions? Because right now to get 5 meals delivered, it's quite a bit. And, are you planning on making like larger portions?
We do have family style products that we are currently producing for some of our partners. And I think if there's value and if the customers are responding to it, we could absolutely develop a line of family style plant-based meals. So imagine getting one meal. It's a complete meal. It would feed a family of 4 or 5 people, come with all of your sides, your plant-based protein, and a nice, beautiful, healthy salad to accompany it. I think that's a great question, a great suggestion, and something that we can work towards in the near future.
Yeah, no, and you've been wonderful to work with. We mentioned meal delivery for children, and now we have this great option on checkout. For anybody watching, sometimes you need to go through the cart, which I thought's pretty fun. You go through, you add different things, and then like snacks end up being offered at another stage during the checkout. And we've put together a great assortment with Drew on that. So thanks for always adapting and taking these new ideas. We got asked a question, when do we plan on expanding into the US? I'll take that one, Drew. That's based out of our Hillcrest location. As you know, we have an industrial kitchen over there. Hopefully you'll be able to come down and give us some insight on how to properly roll out US meal delivery, which I think will be massive. And then, at the later stage of this year, like you said, in Israel, we're planning on doing that. Someone also asked, Holger, who's been a shareholder early on and who's always very active. He said, do we plan on having multiple kitchens across Canada? One thing that we've learned through working with yourself is, FedEx delivers next day pretty much anywhere across Canada. The planes are already going. So from a carbon footprint, it's not like we're flying an aircraft just for us, right? So, and that way we could keep consistency. Now, if we blow up to 1 million meals, maybe at that point, the discussion should be had, do we open up an East Coast, West Coast, facility? But I think when that time comes, we'll definitely have that conversation. And then, I think that's pretty much it, unless you have anything else that you want to add. Oh, somebody asked, are we planning on adding multiple days? And I think that's something we definitely want to look into at some point. Drew, what do you think about that?
I agree. We're really excited to develop this partnership further, develop this new exciting line and range of meals. And if we find that having multiple days is something that greatly benefits the PlantX customers, it's something that we're happy to look at in the near future. I think that's definitely on the horizon.
Yeah, I definitely think that would increase revenue and demand due to people maybe ordering twice a week, or some people, the day doesn't work into their schedule and they prefer it later in the week. So that's something I think we'll definitely add in the next month or so. Obviously, we'll need to speak about that. So, Drew, thank you very much. I'm glad everybody got a chance to meet you. I think that you're a phenomenal partner and that things have been going really great. We just need to keep working, obviously, on the packaging, which we know about, and getting things out the door. And, the thing about that I love about working with you, we're never satisfied with where we're at. We always want to keep improving and get to the next level. So really, really thankful for what we've built up to now.
Yeah, this is as far as I'm concerned, Sean, this is just the beginning, and there's a really bright future between both of us. So thanks again for your partnership and for having me on the show.
Yeah, no, thank you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for making time. So guys, you had a chance to meet Drew Munro today from Upmeals. They're the ones currently powering all of our meal deliveries. We're always looking to enhance the meal delivery side of things, work with new partners, new restaurants to keep increasing that line. And this week actually proved it out 100% that concept works, because we went from having pretty much the same meals over the last few months to now expanding that whole meal base. And as that grows, bigger selection, more people will come. I always believe a platform that starts with just a few products and then goes up to a few 100,000 products allows you to appeal to pretty much anybody out there. And that's really our goal at PlantX. We never judge, even this week I had so many conversations with so many people. A really big bank out of the US called us, and the guys had great energy on the call. And right away, before I could even say a word, they were debating about plant-based meals and plant-based food and all these different things. And they all had literally like 5-10 minutes. I couldn't even get a word in. And I said, that's why I believe in the success and everything that we're going to do at PlantX, because there's just so much excitement around what people put into their bodies and how they take care of themselves. So, I'm very thankful for where we are today with PlantX and how quickly we're growing. Again, even a show like this takes many people to be here to put it together to make sure that you're getting something that's quality and that's giving you value. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in here on this Saturday. Again, please share these videos. Without you guys, we wouldn't be already at 1,600 plus investors, and the views just keep going higher and higher. So until next week, stay curious, stay planted, stay healthy. Cheers.